Hey, how's everybody doing? Right, we're ready to rock and roll. If you can hear me, please enter number 1 in the chat so we can make sure everybody can hear me. Morning, Australia. Gregory, thank you. Awesome. Brilliant. I can hear you, see you. Absolutely amazing. It's actually my first time using StreamYard. Usually, as you know, my partner in crime, Gary, is with me. But good news, Gary had a baby girl, so amazing day for him. So he's taking some time out. So yeah, he's not here today with us. Great. Everybody's saying number one. Can hear me and see me. Absolutely amazing. Where are we dialing in from? We've got from people from Australia. Please comment. Congratulations, Gary. Yes, congratulations for sure. Amazing. Gregory, Jose, Les, thank you for everybody joining. Texas, awesome. Phoenix, US, all over the world. Amazing. So let's get started. I'm going to start by sharing my screen. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Apologies, guys. Like I said, this is the first time I'm using StreamYard, and I promise you I'm going to figure it out. There we go. I believe we're there. Please do confirm if you can see my screen. I believe you can. Amazing. Yes, awesome. Okay, brilliant. So let's get started. So the agenda, I'm going to try and keep it very concise, and I'm going to try and go through some of the kind of key areas that I know personally. I've spoken to quite a few partners, what they're kind of struggling with, and what is the best way to pretty much explain to a potential client what Boomerang is, what it does, and why they should get Boomerang, introduce Boomerang into their business. Right. So there's actually 2 kind of presentation that I'm going to go through. One, slightly detailed, is more for you to understand as a partner, right? And the second one is a very concise version of that same presentation that I personally use in my demo calls that I use and my team uses as well. So as you know, I've got an agency myself that I run using pretty much everything is based around Boomerang. Initially, it was, GHL, more GHL orientated. I've slowly moved more towards Boomerang, and I am more and more using just Boomerang on its own as a platform, as opposed to, tying it all in with GHL and other CRMs and other softwares, because Boomerang, as you know, is adding amazing features month by month, and those are the features that agencies like ourselves need. Some of the ones that was recently added was like the workflow, similar to what Go High Level has. And if you're not familiar with Go High Level, it's just another CRM and automation tool. However, things like this, features like this, is now being added onto Boomerang, which is making it like a very kind of self-serving, self-sustaining, an amazing tool for agencies like ourselves, right? And again, I I'm so like I said, StreamYard is fairly new for me, so I was getting a little bit nervous, but I think I'm okay now. I forgot to introduce myself. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kamal. Kamal Hussain. I've got an agency called Vertical, and I've been working with the Boomerang for the last 1.5 to 2 years or so. Absolutely love the product, and I'm very much invested and involved in Boomerang in terms of my time, energy, and commitment. Absolutely love it. I'm seeing amazing results, and I'm here to kind of share the strategies that I use and also share my results with you guys. So let's get started. Firstly, what is Boomerang now? Most of you probably already know, but let me tell you very briefly what Boomerang is. Boomerang is an AI-powered loyalty and engagement platform based on Apple and Google Wallet. We help customers capture customers and automate push notifications, SMS, and emails, giving you crystal clear ROI, right? So this is essentially what Boomerang is. However, let me give you a quick tip. We try not to use the word loyalty anyway. We don't use the word loyalty when it comes to customers, because clients, they don't want to hear loyalty, because the moment they hear loyalty, what they think, oh, loyalty is a punch card, it's this, it's that. They've heard it, this is nothing new to them, right? So we use the word rewards. So it's a rewards program. It's an engagement platform. It's a new AI-powered rewards platform. Try not to use loyalty, but the reason why I want to, in this presentation, like I said, this is for you guys. I wanted to keep it simple, clean, and keep it basic, so you guys fully understand exactly what this is and how it works, and I want you to understand my strategies, right? So that's essentially what it is, but don't use the word loyalty. That is my advice, and we don't actually use the word loyalty as well ourselves. Keywords here, the ones in bold, basically. Capture. This platform is all about capturing your customers, right? It's about automating your communication through push notification, SMS, and emails. But the emphasis of course, is on push notification. And the other thing that we really drill down on, we say crystal clear ROI. That is what we're able to provide as an agency. Of course, we use the white label version as well. And even when we use the partner account, it's the same thing, right? We're able to provide you crystal clear return on your investment, which very few softwares are able to do, right? So these are the things we dive into when it comes to explaining to the customers what Boomerang is. And especially for you guys, I want you guys to understand. Again, there's a simplified version. I will go through it after, right? Who do we target? Local businesses, marketing agency, food and beverage businesses, health, beauty, wellness, and more. So pretty much anybody who, any kind of brick and mortar business where they're thinking, hey, I've got a customer coming today. I want them to come back in a day, in a week, in a month, whenever, right? So where they're expecting the customer to come back is for those guys. And of course, it's for people like us, marketing agencies. I'm assuming most of you guys have either your agency, you're already doing something, and you've become a partner with Boomerang because you feel like this could be an added service for yourself, right? Again, Boomerang as a kind of company, we've got a lot of credibility here, right? So as you can see, we've got loads of amazing reviews. And also collectively with our white label agencies and partners, we have over 30,000 local businesses that use Boomerang. So that's not our direct customers. That's not Boomerang direct customers. That is collectively from everybody. But of course, these customers are using the Boomerang platform. And you as a partner, you're of course promoting Boomerang as a brand, right? As a partner. So you can absolutely use all these stats and all these amazing reviews and everything that we have on our website. If you go to boomerang.me.com or .biz, you'll see all that over there. So moving forward, Once we've explained what Boomerang is, right? So essentially, it's an AI-powered rewards platform that uses hyper-personalized notification to engage with your customers. The next thing you want to do is explain to people the tech side, basically, how it works, right? So in terms of the tech, of course, most of you probably already know, we are powered by Apple and Google wallets, right? Now, that's the part you want to be able to explain to the customer in the simplest way, right? So the way we explain it is say, okay, it's based on Apple and Google Wallet. It gives you unlimited free notifications, and there is no app download involved, right? And then we give them an example. Okay, so now, how do we get your brand in the customer's Apple or Google Wallet is this. And this is just one example. For example, you can put a table tent on the table with a QR code. The customer scans. They put their details in there: name, email, phone number, email, date of birth, or whatever you choose. And then they add the card into their Apple Wallet. Literally, there's no download involved. When they click on Get Card, that card is added into their Apple Wallet, and then it looks something like this, right? So it's very important that the client fully understands what the actual product is and the tech and how it works, right? And we just give that one simple example, right? So we're explaining to the customer what the product is in its simplest form, right? And we're explaining the first part, which is this is how you capture the customers, step one. And then we're explaining also, again, this is for you guys. Of course, I'm going to go through the simplified version after this. We said that's one way of kind of capturing your customers into the Apple and Google Wallet, which gives you unlimited notifications free of charge. Otherwise, you can do it is social media links, ads, and website, right? All the questions, guys, absolutely. I will go through them after. So yeah, all these mirror boards and everything will be shared with you guys. Otherwise, you can do it is social media links, ads, websites, right? There's different ways you can capture the customers. So either a QR code or a link. A link you can put on email, social media, ads, everywhere else. If it's a QR code, usually it will be on printed materials, right? So once we've explained the tech, then we're explaining, okay, how it's different, basically. Or at least you should understand as a partner how it's different. And at least you should understand what the tech is and how it works and how you can, in a simple way, explain it to the customers, right? So why it's different? Because you can capture your customers that has frictionless enrollment, no app downloads, and your brand in every customer's phone, right? So imagine, usually one of the things we say like to the clients, basically, imagine if you could actually have an app on the App Store or Play Store and have every customer download it. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't that be amazing? But the reality is nobody wants to download an app for like a single location business, for a small business, right? It just doesn't work. We know that already, right? But this gives the main features of an app, which is the unlimited notifications, without them having to download an app, right? And it's frictionless and it's super simple and super good. And that's why this is different. That's why this is unique, right? And of course, you can retain customers through personalized communication using the AI, and it's automated and hands-off because it's based on AI, right? And the other issue we're solving is that email has a low open rate. We already know that. SMS is too expensive, right? So this is why this is quite unique and different. And this is something we are explaining to the customers through, conversations, right? Again, you don't want to, I'll go through the other demo that we use for the customers in a moment, like I said, but I want you guys to understand the key points, right? How it all works. So, and then we're moving into, okay, well, how does it all tie in basically with the system and the entire process, right? So this is where I explain. I say, hey, okay, so we integrate with your POS, number one, and then we set up your rewards program, and that rewards card and Boomerang is natively integrated with your POS, and we currently integrate with Toast Square. Clover is almost there. And then we're working on Spot On, Touch Presto, and many more as well coming. Lightspeed is already there, I believe, as well, right? So that's natively integrated. And the idea is that we will capture your customers through the table 10, especially the printed materials. Because remember, we have to simplify things. So we discussed already, one of the ways we do it is through a QR code on your checkout area, on your table 10. You can do many other ways, but this is one of the ways, right? So we capture those customers through the table 10, through the QR codes. And then, sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the actual comments. I will go through them in a moment, right? And then the next thing is that once we've captured the customer, your brand is in the customer's phone, and the Apple Wallet card is available to the customer. We now have access to the notification center, native notification center, right? Which basically means you can send notification yourself manually, as many as you like. You can use our automations. So use a trigger, say, when this happened, send this notification, or you can leave it to our AI. Let the AI do it. That's the best option, right? Now, the AI, what it will do, it will analyze the customer's purchase and behavior and literally just predict the next visit. And so far, through our pilot program, we've managed to predict with 92% of accuracy. And the idea here is that the AI will send a very personalized notification reminder 24 hours before the customer visits, suggesting upsells, cross sells, or if they have any rewards, their points, or just cracking a joke or something, just a reminder, just staying on top of their head, right? And if the customer visits within 72 hours, then the AI marks, hey, success. Whatever message I've sent, whatever the tone I've used, whatever the time that I've sent this notification on, it worked because the customer visited. Now, if they don't visit within 72 hours, again, the AI marks it and says, hey, actually, maybe I need to change the messaging a little bit. Maybe that customer sees the notifications and reacts in the evening more than the morning. So let me change something. Let me try a different angle. So the idea here is that we're trying to make sure that they visit the location, of course, but at the same time, based on this feedback, whether they did visit or not within the 72-hour period, our AI is learning, Richie AI is learning, and then it's always trying to find a personal angle for each customers every time to make sure that they are visiting. So it will change if it needs to, basically, right? Here's an example of a notification as an example. Just to clarify, the notification, nothing fancy, is exactly the same as you normally get notification from other apps, basically. It's the same notification center. Right, so once we've explained the AI part and how the AI sends notification, basically, we're basically promising them this. This is what I do right now. Again, I'll go into this in a moment in more detail of how you can come into this as well and how you can also make such promises, right? And the promise we're making is that, hey, Mr. Customer, we're going to add 20% lift to your revenue, or you pay nothing. We will give your money back. And all this is done without you lifting a finger, because we will onboard you and we will also send out a marketing kit for you where we will design, ship, and print all the table tents. So like we've shown the most simplest basically strategy, which is there's going to be a table tent. You put it on your table, on your checkout area. customer signs up for whatever free bonus you want to give, and the card is added, right? So we're sticking to the simple stuff first. We're going to design, ship, and print and send that to the customer, right? So they don't have to do anything. Once we've explained that part, the next part is to show them some stats, show them some results, right? Again, you guys can have access to this as well. That is fine, no worries. I will share this presentation, that the one that I use to close the customers, and you guys can use it as well, no problem. Because don't forget, of course, you're promoting Boomerang, and these are Boomerang results as well, right? So here's an example of one of the clients. You might have seen this one before. Is basically they have almost 10K members here, and the way we do it is we split those customers, the enrollments, right, into two groups, Group A and Group B. Now, Group A is a control group. We do nothing. Group B is the group where the AI does send personalized notifications, right? So this way we can compare what's happening in Group A versus Group B, right? Now, this is a screenshot, the live account, I believe, if I can open it. There you go. They, of course, now have more. And look at this, 35%, 38% lift in transactions. That is amazing, right? Compared to Group A and Group B, basically. So Group A basically do nothing. Group B, where we do send the personalized notification. As you can see, this is the live stats. That's in November. Group B, as you can see, is always higher, always higher, always higher, right? So this is, I mean, it just works. Why? Because, like I said, the AI personalized notification, the AI is basically talking to each one of those customers on a one-to-one basis, right? All we need to do with this client now is just basically merge it, because from the test, we know that it works. And then the AI will speak to the full 100% of the customers rather than just the half of them, right? Now, because the other thing is, some people are like, well, there's, almost 10,000 members here. So that's a lot of customers. What if somebody has less? What if they're getting started? No worries, look at this. Only 76 members. Again, we've divided it into two groups. A little bit of difference here, but still almost 50-50. Group B is always doing better. Only 133. Group B is always doing better. Only 1,500 here. Group B is doing way better here. And then we've got 114 here. Group B is way better. And I've got some examples, some small accounts and various accounts. So I've got coffee shops to pizzerias to Italian to some sort of brewery, some sort of chippy kind of takeaway. You've got various type of food and beverage customers here, right? So got some more results here. As you can see, revenues here, Group A, Group B, lift in revenue 23%, 22%, 21%, right? So I've put it in order between 10 to 23%. This is where the sweet spot is. This is where we kind of want to get to, and this is what we're promising. And we are seeing our kind of the pilot test that was run, that people are very easily reaching this point through the personalized notification. It just works like magic, right? So literally that's the next part. What's under the hood is AI magic, right? Everybody, pretty much most people, well, in probably almost everybody, they already understand the power of AI. Most people have used it themselves, right? So they already know what it can do. And what we're saying, look, it's not nothing fancy. We're not reinventing the wheel. This is what, big companies like, you got Starbucks, McDonald's, and all these, big franchises, that's what they're doing. Personalized communication. That is the thing that's working nowadays. And that's what we've done here. And it works because it's 24/7. It's on autopilot. You're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. The main thing is have it set up correctly in the beginning, have the basic setup right, and then everything happens automatically. Just turn it on and relax, right? Picture this, you have 5,000 contacts in your POS. It's as if you have you have hired 5K marketers to stay in touch with those customers on a one-on-one basis, knowing what the customers like and what they don't like, and they're sending the right message at the right time, just reaching them at the right time with the right message. And all this is now possible through Richie AI, right? So that's that basically. Pretty much that's what we explain to them, to our customers. And this is obviously a little bit detailed. I'm going to kind of share now with you the parts that I actually go through with the customers, right? And what I do is this. We keep it very simple. That is the key thing. Now, I've been through like quite a bit here just for you to understand. I'd love to go through some of the features and things like that. And I think this is probably the right time to remind you that for partners, we have an office hours every Tuesday at 10 a.m. PST. You can join there. We can have a chat. There's no agenda. There's nothing. You can literally just join. We can have a chat. You can tell me what you need help with, what you're struggling with. I can share with you exactly what's working, what's not working, the challenges that I've had, the changes that I'm making. Look, guys, it's not all perfect, you know. I go through issues, I go through challenges, I'm identifying challenging, I'm making changes all the time. I can share all that with you, right? And that happens every Tuesday at 10 a.m. PST, right? Now, moving back onto this, with the actual clients, when I do the demo, keep it very, very simple. So the part that I go through with the customers, look, I start with this. I've already been through this with you, right? So I start with this and I say, hey, here's how it all works, right? And I don't complicate it. So, and I do ask a few questions on each stage here. So I say, we integrate with your POS. And they're like, okay, so which POS are you with? Of course, I target these people who use these POS, right? POSs. And I say, okay, oh, I use Toast. And then I'm asking a couple of questions, right? Like, okay, amazing. Are you running some form of loyalty program? 80% will say yes. Okay, absolutely amazing. How many members do you have? Oh, I have that many members, right? Okay, amazing. How is it going for you? How is it working? Yeah, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. You know, they'll give you some answers. Now you've got some, I want to say ammunition, but you've got some information there to go off, right? After. When it comes to this part here, we're saying, okay, so we set up a rewards program and it's based on Apple and Google Wallet. Do you use Apple and, Apple and Google Wallet to make payments? Say yes, okay. So, and then I go into a little bit, I say, okay, well, basically Apple and Google Wallet, on the wallet, you can have different types of cards. One of them is your bank card. The other one could be your ticket. And the other one is actually things like rewards card, loyalty card. And that's the type of card we use. And your client will be able to install your company branded card onto their Apple and Google Wallet. So it's the simplest way to look at it is imagine your bank is in your phone, right? Yes. Okay. The same way your company digital card is in your customer's phone. The only difference is what you're using now is a bank card. This is a rewards card, which means the customer can see points and what rewards they have. That's the only difference. But you can send unlimited notifications. Oh, yeah, I use Apple Wallet, blah, 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 finish. Okay, that's that part done. So what do? We basically help you capture the customers, capture your foot traffic using a QR code, and we display that on your checkout area, on your table. And the customer scans the QR code, they give the details, and then the card is installed on their mobile phone. That means we have access to the notification. Again, I don't want to repeat the entire thing. And then we're explaining this part, and then we're explaining this part, right? Then we're saying, hey, here's the results that we've got. What is it? Is this? I've already been through it with you. And then We're saying, hey, this is, imagine X, Y, and Z, like I've been through it with you already. And then this is the only additional part, right? This is where we're kind of closing, right? We're saying, so here's the deal. You pay $997 for the first 3 months. So you pay for a quarter, right? So it's $597. That is the actual fee for the plan that you'll be on. So it's $199 per month, and you're paying for the full quarter, which is $597. And the onboarding and marketing kit costs $400. So that's the total, $997 you pay. After that, after the quarter, it's only $597 because you don't need to pay the $400 anymore. You only pay that once, right? We'll design, we'll set up Richie AI in done-for-you mode. We'll design, print, ship the marketing kit, and we'll connect to your POS. We will do all that for you within 3 business working days. We will guarantee a 20% plus revenue increase compared to Group A, Cohort A, or we will fully refund your money without any questions asked. You just need to let us know. No risk from your side, no hassle. Pay now and earn tomorrow. Well, get more customers, basically. So that is the offer we're making to the customers, literally. And why we're able to make such a bold offer is because Boomerang has run the pilot test with clients, and they are seeing more than 20% revenue increase. So it just simply works. Why it works, it's just basically communication that is hyper personalized, because there's so much data available to Richie AI. Richie AI knows what the customer, how often they visit, what they eat, what they like, what they don't like, and then it's going from a very personal angle, and it's learning each time, right? And then it's changing its messages accordingly to make sure that the customer visits. It's being trained every single day. Also, not just particularly for that client and from their customer base, Richie is also learning separately from all other customers, all other clients' customers, and then it's putting all these best practices in that client as well, in their audience as well, right? So it just works like magic, like we said in the presentation. It's just AI magic, right? So what's it for you? Oh, the other thing, we go through the guarantee agreement. We say, hey, by the way, we're going to send you an agreement. That's called a guarantee agreement, where we basically, you sign it, we sign it, and officially we say, hey, if you don't increase the revenue by 20%, you get your money back, right? So we show them that as well, and we get them to sign that as well. So it makes it very official. Now, what is your deal? So how is it going to work with basically partners and the 20% revenue increase, right? Yes, of course, Boomerang is very confident in delivering that, but we as agencies, right, we need to be confident as well, right, for us to promote such an unheard of kind of offer. Like, that is ridiculous to go to a business and say, hey, I'm going to increase your revenue by 20%, and I'm going to do it for you. If I can't do it, I'm going to give you your money back. That's insane. Like, as a marketer, I've never seen this before, right? So how would it work for you as a partner? So here's the deal, right? You can give the exact same deal, which basically means you can now use the presentation, everything that I've been through, basically, which has already been proven to work, right? Of course, you can add your own little bits to it, no problem at all whatsoever. That has been proven to work, and which I'm doing now, and I'll discuss my results in a moment. You can do the exact same, the same offer, $997, 20% revenue increase. If they don't get it, they get their money back, okay? So you're giving the exact same offer, number one. Number two, Boomerang will cover the guarantee, right? So the guarantee, the refund doesn't have to come out your pocket if there is any, right? That risk will be covered by Boomerang. Okay, so what does that mean? So if after 3 months the customer says, hey, actually, I haven't got the results that I wanted, I want my money back, no problem. Boomerang will pay that money back on your behalf. Okay, so what do you get? So you get basically starting from 40% of the revenue share from the quarterly business plan. You also get the $400 onboarding and marketing kit fee. You get to keep this, right? So if you're a partner and you are you have between 0 to 9 clients, you'll be on the 40% revenue share, which means you get 40% of 597, which is $238.8 plus the 400. That means per client, your commission will be 638.80. If you are a partner who is currently on 0 to 9 clients, okay? If you're a partner, however, that is on 10 plus clients, you get 50%. So which means you will get 50% of 597, which is 298.5 plus the $400, which is 698.5 per client. Okay, now the onboarding and the marketing kit is designed, shipped by Boomerang, but you get to keep the $400, right? So it's a pretty good deal. But like I said, I've simplified it here, what you get per client, what the revenue share is. Fast forward to 3 months, let's just say, as an example, the customer said, hey, I've got 19%, you said 20%, right? I want my money back. That's fine. That is Boomerang. Boomerang will give the full 997 back to the customer. Your commission is your commission. That stays. That risk is for Boomerang to take, not for you. That is how confident Boomerang is, right? I hope this makes sense. Another question or clarification, I forgot to put it in there. When it comes to the partnership, actually, I have it here. This is something I will share with you guys as well, right? So this is a partner sales playbook. This is version 1. This version 1 basically just explains how this partner sales playbook works. It got all the setup and access, how you set things up, what you need to do, how you get access to things. It's got the product mastery stuff here. So, all the information you need or the key information you need to master the product. It's got, in terms of setting things up, how to use Richie, any special offers that we have running at the moment. For example, the one that I've just been through now. So the vertical specific offer, which is the restaurant, food and beverage, the 20% revenue growth campaign, all the breakdown. I've been through this now with you, how it works, who does what. I've even got some calls here, as you can see, some of the calls that we've done. I've got the calls that we failed on, the ones that didn't convert, right? Or the ones that are maybe still ongoing, right? They're there. The ones that you see with the tick, I need to update this, by the way. I will add the new ones. Some of these have actually converted. All these things you can see. So this one was a conversion, this one was a conversion, and there's more now. So we just put a tick to say, hey, these guys have converted. So you can see what we failed on. You can see the ones that converted. And you can see some of these calls are mine. Some of these are 2 other guys that I have within my team that we make calls, right? In this, we have the customer onboarding. How do you do the onboarding? Who does what? All these details, right? Then we got retention and growth. How do we make sure that the customers you're getting, how do you retain them? How do you basically grow quickly? And then we got scaling and optimization, right? And then we got all the resources basically that you need, including like things like ads that I'm running, the ads copies and things like that. And then the last one is partner success and recognition that we're working on at the moment, what you can expect that's coming soon, basically. But between stage 1 to 7, It's got pretty much everything you need to be successful. That is the partner sales playbook version 1 that will only get better. I will also share that with you guys. Right now, coming back to this here. No, I was going to show you this part here. In terms of the responsibilities, is basically this. Who does what? Your responsibility is to close the sale and collect the payment, attend the first 2 onboarding to learn, basically. So we will basically, the first 2 customers that you kind of close and you onboard, we will help you do that, basically. So you need to be there with us to onboard those clients. You maintain the client relationship, and any upsells that you want to do, ensure the client is satisfied, and any renewals, just making sure, if they have any questions, it's answered. Of course, we're here to help you, right? And then our responsibility is to deliver the first 2 onboarding call with you, provide ongoing support and training, handle all the platform support after the onboarding, and manage any technical issues and updates, basically. So to put it simply, partners, you guys handle the relationship, we handle the tech and the customer success side, right? So that is the deal between the partners, so you guys, and Boomerang, right? And that's what I wanted to cover. Is forgot to add in there is that the first 2 clients you onboard, we will do it together, so that you can see what is the actual onboarding process. And again, the step-by-step guide for onboarding is also there for you in the sales playbook for you to follow after, right? So I hope that makes sense in terms of what we do to kind of close the customers here. The main thing I want you to understand is, can you see, is very simple. I haven't, in this presentation here, I haven't talked about all these features. You can do so many cards, you can do this, you can do that. I'm sticking to a simple strategy, which is, hey, Mr. Customer, you got a lot of foot traffic. A lot of them, they visit your restaurant or your food and beverage business anyway, but you're not keeping a track of them, right? You don't know who is coming back, who is not. So let's do this. Let's capture them. Whoever's coming in, let's capture them. Okay, we've captured. Now let the AI do its thing. The AI is going to send personalized notification. Hey, Mr. Customer, I'm not just talking theory. Here's here's the results from our pilot program, right? What is it? It's just AI. Look, nothing for you to do, nothing for us to do. Okay, why does it work? It's because it's one-to-one. Imagine you talking to every single one of your customers on a one-to-one basis. Impossible, right? Well, now it's possible with AI. Fantastic. Hey, by the way, here's our guarantee, here's our promise, here's the agreement. Are you ready to move forward? Yes, let's do it. I haven't talked about features. I haven't talked about, the only thing is AI personalized notifications, AI personalized notification. That's the only thing I'm talking about. I'm not complicating things. It is very, very simple. I'll be honest with you, I used to go in with all the fancy things. Hey, you can do this, you can do acquisition, coupon card, this card, that card. Look, there's this cool thing. And you know what? It doesn't work. You need to keep it simple. If you have a client that I will, let me just stop the sharing. There we go. If you have a client that basically is asking you additional question, they know what they're doing, of course you can answer it. But most of the time, you want to keep it simple, keep it basic, keep it to the core. And you want to sell it, especially this particular offer, you want to sell it on the offer, basically. So let me go through some of the questions now. If you have any other questions, please put it in the comment. I'm going to go through the questions, and I'm going to share it on my screen. So Alberto, thank you for the question. So I know this stuff is off topic, but no one seems to be able to help. You did a webinar on Black Friday gift card with bonus. I tried creating, but there is no bonus section to give the value. How did you make this work? If you're referring to promotions, I believe that's what you're referring to. It basically is when you go into the creating a card, at the top you will see two buttons now. One says template and another one will say promotions. And then you can create the promotion there, and then there will be a section for you to attach it to a promotion. However, I don't think the promotion works with a gift card because it doesn't make sense, because a gift card is a gift card. It's just one card, a gift card you bought for somebody. So it should be just that, not the, it doesn't make sense to do a promotion on the gift card because it's like it would be a one-time transaction. Same with the coupon. It wouldn't work because it's a one-time transaction, but it could be with all the other cards basically. Hope that answers your question. Next question. Is it possible to share the screen in Lance? Oh, sorry, I might be a little bit too late. Apologies. Like I said, it's just me today. Unfortunately, my colleague wasn't here because, as you guys know, he's had a baby. On YouTube, I'm so sorry on YouTube Live if this was... so I guess it's a little bit too late. We'll see if we can do anything to change this format once the recording has been posted. Are we able to send it? Yeah, absolutely. I will be sharing the mirror board, and I will also be sharing the partner sales playbook. So I will share the mirror board presentation and the partner sales book, both of them, on an email. Next question: can you integrate with Dutchie? So when it comes to integration, let me clarify something, because we have this question quite often from partners. Okay, so here's how it works. From our end, integration is not an issue. We have a marketplace, we have the APIs, we have everything. Any POS providers, anybody can integrate with us. No issues, no problem from our side. However, it's not always easy to do integration between two companies, because firstly, there's two scenarios. Number one is that imagine a big company, something like Toast as an example, which we already integrate with. For them, it will be like you have to go through a lot, right? There are processes in place. You have to go through a lot, and that integration will be like, it's an integration that we would want to do from, when I say we, Boomerang would want to do from their end. And because obviously it's a big company, a lot of people are on it, and the facilities are there. The process is there from Toast side to say, hey, if you're a company, you want to integrate with us, yes, these are the steps, follow it and you can integrate, right? So with company like Toast and these other companies like Toast, Square, all these big companies, we have started the process. A lot of them are already on there, and that will be continuously the case. Now, with the smaller companies, now I don't know how big Dutch is. With the smaller companies, POS companies and other companies, the scenario is this. Some of them, they have the APIs and everything there basically to be able to integrate. However, somebody needs to do that integration, the development work that is required. Somebody needs to do it. Boomerang can do it. We can do it. There's a fee of $500 if Boomerang does it, or everything is there, all the documentation, everything is there. If the POS provider, that company wants to do it, from our side, everything's there, they can do it. If you can convince them to integrate with us, everything's there from the Boomerang side. They can do it. Whether they will charge or not, no idea. That's up to them, right? So there's two things here, really, I want to clarify. Number one, from our side, do we want to integrate? Yes. Are the processes in place? Yes. Are all the APIs, everything that's needed from the Boomerang side? Yes. From the other side, if everything is in place and they're willing to integrate, then yeah, the integration can happen. Then the final thing comes is somebody needs to do that integration. Somebody needs to do the coding. It's not, especially if both sides is prepared, it's not much work. However, somebody does need to do it, right? If Boomerang, then it's $500. That's what Boomerang charges. If it's the other party, I don't know what the cost is. I don't know what the deal is there. So hope that clarifies. This is a common question, so I went into a little bit of detail, guys. Okay. Don't Toast, Square, etc. have the rewards program built in for their merchants? Absolutely. Toast, Square, and all these other popular POSs, they do have the loyalty programs, right? Here's the thing, it's very basic. All those loyalty programs, they're very basic. Why is Boomerang different? The main key difference with Boomerang is now the Richie AI. It can send personalized notifications. I'll let you into a little bit of secret now as well. Boomerang is currently, as we speak, and that will be available pretty soon, is working on having the same Richie AI. It works on notification, having it on emails and SMS and other platforms as well. So it's Richie AI personalizing the communication pretty much on all the platforms basically. Whether it be the push notification, whether it be the SMS, whether it be email, or even WhatsApp and other things, right? So I've let you into a little bit of secret there. So yeah, short answer, they do have it. Boomerang is better. Why? Because personal notification. And number two, which other company can guarantee a 20% revenue increase? You can have the best of, loyalty program set up, but if you're not going to get results, what's the point, right? Boomerang is saying, hey, we're going to get you results. If you don't, you get your money back. That's how confident we are. And they are getting results. That's the great thing, guys, right? So, did their total drop by 4,000 client though? Not sure what you mean, Greg. There, if you're talking about the total clients for Boomerang, not sure. I don't know. Let's go. Again, please, Gregory, clarify. I'm not sure what your questions are. Will the recording be on School? Yes, the recordings will be on School. And thank you in advance. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Much appreciate your feedback. My name is Amanda. Okay, great. That's amazing, Amanda. Thank you for showing. Last 2 office hours was online. Greg, the office hours is something new. Yes, the office hours, what we are sending emails, Greg. So usually we would have just shared the link right now. Like I said, for me, it's just me today. So we will put everything on an email and send it to you guys, including the playbooks and everything else. And maybe the link to join the office hours. It's every Tuesdays, like I said. How long is this class? If you're referring to the office hours, as long as you guys need. How can we add setup fees to a plan? The setup fee, if you want to charge like your own setup fee and you have like a plan in mind, a strategy in mind, you'd need to get in touch with us. And we can help you do that. We need to understand what the strategy is. The setup fee for now is, like I said, is $400. So if you now have a different strategy that you want to implement, by all means, no problem, we can do that. Does the 3-month offer also valid if they sign up with the standalone system and not integrate with the POS? Yes, believe it or not, we have customers. In fact, one of the customers that I've shown on the presentation does not integrate with the POS, and they are doing very, very good. So yes, it does actually work, and yes, it does apply as well. Is there a recorded? Yep, this will be recorded, guys, posted on YouTube. That will be available. My concern with that guarantee is a business ability to scale. For example, someone that is already having problem with staffing. Amazing. Look, I'd say it's a good problem to have. If too much business is a problem, that's a great problem to have. And I think we should all welcome that. So that's awesome. Oh, okay. I see now. Okay, Conrad says, Greg, I went to the last 2 office hours Google Meet link. Kamal and I were, yeah, so we've just started. And I've had these sessions with Conrad, and we've had some amazing conversations. We're discussing strategies. I'm sharing my experience with Conrad, and it's amazing. So thank you for sharing, Conrad. Really appreciate it. And I'm hoping to see more of you, right? We're sharing these links. Please do join. Okay, 20% revenue increase is fine. They extrapolate on their profit margin and then the ROI. Does this make sense? Yes and no. So basically, so the question, a lot of clients will say, hey, okay, so I don't want to give offers, I don't want to give discounts, this, that, and everything. And then the way we do this, and that's genuinely is the case. And again, don't forget, I will help personally as well. Most likely might be me, might be one of my colleagues. We will help you onboard the first two customers, and you will see that we are very strategic on the kind of the rewards program that they set up. It's not always about giving discounts and giving offers. It's about upselling. It's about cross-selling. It's about working out what the customer's average ticket price is, average bill is, and then we put like minimum spends to actually increase their ticket price, right? But ultimately, if their return on investment and the overall ROI, overall revenue is growing, then it's good news for them. They're usually happy with that. The customers are very happy with that. The other thing, we're almost approaching an hour, and I think this is a golden nuggets for you guys, right? And this is on the onboarding. We go through it as well, not on the on the client onboarding, right? Here's the thing: research, and this is not me. This is not. I do a lot of research, but actual research that was done by major companies basically shows that on average, 80% of the customers don't come back the second time in food and beverage, right? Now, and one of the things I explain to the customers is like, look, the idea is this. The average is 80% of the customers don't come back the second time. Let's just say your business is an amazing business. You do amazing service. You have amazing food, and yours is higher. Your retention is higher. Yours is not 20%. Yours is more. So yours is, let's just say, 30% and 70%. Let's just say 40 and 60. Forget all that. Let's just say it's 50-50, right? 50%, they're your regulars, and 50%, they only come in once and they're not coming back again. Which, if that was the case, that business would have been growing like this anyway, right? But let's just say, for argument's sake, that is the case, right? But still, that's 50 out of 100 people, customers, they're not coming back. Now, if this AI can even just increase just the second visit, bring some of those customers back just for the second time, that is more than good enough to increase the revenue significantly. And if you can bring the customers back second time and then the third time, by then that customer has become your regular loyal customer. Because let's face it, no customer will visit the businesses 3 times in a row and not like the food or service. Of course, they would have liked it already for them to keep coming back, right? So that's a golden nugget. That is something that I share with the customers, and they say, you know what, yeah, that makes sense. Even if I was doing amazing, it's 50-50, I'm still losing 50 customers out of 100 customers every single week, every single day, depending on how busy they are, right? Okay, Greg says you were using the link on the calendar. Okay, look, I will get that added in the school, Greg. That's thank you. That's also a good thing. I will ask the team to add it in school, and of course, look out for the email. We're sending emails with even calls, the calls that we're taking, as well as the link. Okay. Okay, so school, Greg, thank you. There's an issue. I will address this. How many hours is this? Amanda, usually we keep our webinars an hour. We're almost reaching an hour. 20%, this is a good question. Is 20% monthly or just a one-time payment? I think we're getting confused here, Gregory. So 20% is the revenue increase compared to Group A. So remember, we divide the customers. If you're talking about your commission, partner commission, it is forever, and it is, if the customer pays monthly, you're getting it. But as soon as basically we get paid, that goes in on the customers. So the condition is the customer needs to go live, and they need to have the marketing kit in their business displayed. As soon as that happens, you get paid. And this is if they then stay with us monthly, quarterly, whatever, you also get paid forever as long as they are with Boomerang. Is that just for partners, or is it for white label? Unfortunately, this is for partners, this particular guarantee. If you are a white label agency and you want to do the same thing, by all means, go ahead and do it. But the money back guarantee is something you need to cover yourself. We are only covering the money back guarantee for the partners, because the partners are promoting Boomerang as a brand. But if you have a white label solution, you need to come up with your own strategy. Are we okay you replicating the same thing? Absolutely. If you need some materials from us, no problem. Let us know. We're happy to help, right? Makes sense. Looking forward to the partner playbook. Conrad, thank you. And thank you for showing up on this call as well. Is there a 40 or 50% commission on one-time ongoing? I covered that already. This is ongoing. So it's ongoing for forever as well, like I said. Just joined the replay. Yep. That will be available. What is the percentage of customers? So what is the percentage of customers that integrate Boomerang as a standalone without integration with the POS? Without complicating it, Steve-O, so Richie AI is, as you know, is fairly new, right? It's been about 6 months now, and the pilot test was running for the last maybe 3-4 months. And then, I, as a kind of a VIP agency working quite closely with Boomerang, took on the responsibility of, reselling or selling this particular offer to the customers. So far, the vast majority of them, they have an integration, right? I would probably say 95%, only 5% maybe without. No, I would say 90% have an integration, 5% of them don't. What is the difference? Of course, when it's integrated, there's just more data for Richie. When it's not integrated with the POS, there's just less data for Richie to work with. However, does it work? Absolutely, yes, because it still has a lot of useful data, like their, when was the last time they visited and things like that, how many points they have, what rewards they have, and then it's automatically doing all the reminders and things like that. And then it's looking at, even stuff like sent a notification in the morning, they didn't respond. Second time in the morning, they didn't respond. Sent in the evening, oh, they did. Okay, great. Evening works. I'm going to do it in the evening. No more morning. Things like that. There's still enough data continuously being kind of analyzed by Richie to go back to the customer. The best way possible, basically best timing and best message possible with what it has, right? All right, so Gregory, you were talking about Red Leaf. Your example of the slide on the next are, I'm still confused. Red Leaf, there on the live account, the customers increased and everything was just higher basically, but you will get access to this stuff as well. So just go through it. No worries. What is the percentage of customers get Boomerang? Steve, like I've answered this question already. Bumping for my question. Alberto, if I haven't answered it, please put it in there. If a customer wants to integrate with Boomerang as a standalone system, do you have a step-by-step? If a customer wants to integrate with Boomerang as a standalone system, yes, Alberto, when the customer gets their account set up, they have like a launch pad and they have to go through like steps, to get everything up and running, basically. Yes. So yes, Gregory is saying you're not getting any of the emails. Gregory, that's fine. I have made a note and I will check, make sure that you are not somehow excluded from our mailing list. How can agencies, so I'm assuming you're referring to white label agencies. Guys, I think I've answered it. You can replicate what we're doing. All it is, you're just, because you're a white label agency, ultimately you're doing everything. So it's up to you how you want to do this, right? Gregory, yeah, that's fine. You've clarified it. It is a 40%. So yes, 40, 50, 40%, 50%, whatever is for life, right? It's not just one time. We will provide, we will send a link, Wilco, where will you provide the link to the mirror board? Wilco, if that's okay, usually we would provide it on the call straight away. I have my colleague usually, so we will send you an email tomorrow with all the kind of resources that we have. I will get the team to do that. My question about Black Friday, Alberto, please send me an email, kamal@boomerangme.com. I will try and find the answer for you personally, because I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. I was referring to the presentation. Oh, sorry. I was referring to the presentation, but is that a white label agency? Anton, I was referring to the presentation, is that for white label agencies? Hey, the presentation, like I said, Anton, you can have it. That's fine. We can share it with you, all the resources. The only difference is Boomerang will not cover the money back guarantee. So if you do exactly everything the same as a white label agency, and if the customer, for whatever reason, they ask for the money back, you need to do that basically yourself, right? Of course, could it happen the customers got 19% and it's not 20%, and they're like, hey, I want my money back? Of course it could happen, but it's something you would need to cover yourself. So Alberto, it was about Black Friday bonus gift card process. So we've done 2 webinars around the Black Friday bonus gift card, but I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. Alberto, like I said, please send me an email. Yeah, I've already given you my email. Great. Anton asks, where can you get the presentation? We will share the presentation and all the resources tomorrow. Well, I'm going to put things together and send it in one email to everybody who showed up on this webinar. So yeah, guys, that's an hour, just over an hour. A lot of you are still here, so really appreciate it. If you guys have any other question, by all means, please feel free to ask now. I believe I've covered everything. If there's one thing I can leave you with, is this. This is not the end. If you're a partner, join the weekly office hours on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. PST time. We can jump on a live call, discuss everything, any issues you may have, any concerns, any help, any strategies that you need help with. We're happy to help you. One of the things I did promise that I'm gonna share with you, I've realized it's some personal information, so it wouldn't be right to share it here. What are we doing as an agency in Verkle? On average, I'm doing 2 right now. I'm doing 2 sales, 2 paid customers per week at the moment, and this could only get better. I'm running Facebook ads. I'm targeting those people that we integrate with. So that's Toast and Square especially. Some Clover I'm targeting as well. And then it's a demo that I've been through with you guys just now. I'm keeping it very simple. literally just explain the strategy, how it's going to work. They pay, I design, print, ship the materials, get them on board. That is what we're doing. It's only getting better. The campaign is getting better. And as I improve my campaign and my conversions goes from 2 to maybe 3 to 4, I'm hoping towards the end of the year, it will get to about by end of next month, basically. My projection is telling me I'll probably get to 4 closes per week, so 4 paid customers per week. And again, everything that's working, we are already sharing. There's emails going out every single week of the calls that we're taking, the ones that didn't convert, even the ones that did convert, right? You guys can go through it and see what we're doing. Honestly, it's nothing fancy, nothing like out of this world. I'm just explaining what I've just explained to you now, right? And that's working for us. Yeah, so as I learn more, as I do more experiments, all this stuff I will share with you guys. Like I said, join the office hours, and then there we can dive deeper into it, and share everything with you, answer all your questions. I believe that's it. Probably just one more question. I'm trying to join the office hours, but when I'm successful, nobody shows up for the last 2 weeks. Okay, it seems like it's very clear that there's 2 links, maybe, because I know I'm on the office hours, and I've had people joining successfully. So I will find out what is happening, and I will make sure the correct office hour link is shared. And if there is a wrong office hour link on school, which might be the case, it seems like, I will change that. So I apologize, guys. I'm not sure what went wrong there. I will change this. Jose says thank you very much. Great presentation, Jose. Much appreciated. Thank you ever so much. This feedback means a lot. How can I contact you, Emmanuel? Best way to do it, please do it through the office hours. I'll be there, live, face to face. I can give you help and guidance. We can jump on there. So every Tuesdays, 10 p.m. PST. We're just over an hour now, guys. I've got to leave it there. I've got to respect your time and everybody else's time. I hope this has been informational and you've taken some golden nuggets from this. And I hope you've found some motivation from this amazing offer to be promoting right now to the food and beverage sector. You've got to jump on. And I hope I will see you on the office hours. Thank you very much. Enjoy.